3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3, getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. To throw on second down, Jones. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th.
Now this incomplete, and I don't see any flags coming out. He was clearly in the pocket, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, and that brings up 4th down. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Jones now on 1st down.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Josiah DeGuara.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jags have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and run it up the middle. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Wentz now on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
And that'll be caught by Tony.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and a yard.
To throw, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, he tried to fit it in back over the middle, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick, and the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Here's second and 10.
Off the play fake. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
On the return is the rookie Xavier Worthy. And only able to get this to the 5-yard line. Bit of a mental breakdown there. Not sure why he left the end zone.
Call that one an even 60 yards. 6-0. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back.
Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Wentz.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more. Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more.
Don't be afraid of the bounce. See when your team's levels gotta change to get mouth. How can I walk in doubt? Never been a beg, never been a loud mouth. Pen can go for days. I'm obsessed with it, can't change my ways. So blessed with it, what can I say? Top form staying in shape.
You wanna try to beat the force, I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece, wanna see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more, see some more.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Herbert to throw right away.
Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. Another run here with Dobbins. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Herbert off of play action. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, the gap man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
That ball caught by the rookie from Georgia.
Yeah, this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 37. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. And in for the Chiefs' touchdown. Noah Gray. 37 yards. And the Chiefs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
We just saw one of the benefits of a quarterback having mobility. Scrambled around, kept the play alive, and then found a receiver open downfield for a touchdown.
Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This one fielded in the end zone. He'll opt not to bring it out. A touchback, and they'll begin at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Herbert. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
One quarter down, 8-0 the score.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they're trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Inside the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, Charles, as a defender yourself who made a few of those plays back in your day, I know you know there's no better feeling than a pick six for a defender.
And the big thing is when you take it and you realize you're out there and you've got a great chance to score, not to get overexcited and have one of the yard lines trip you up, or the turf monster, as we used to call it, knock you down before you get to the end zone. That didn't happen on that play. He carried it home.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. L.A. readies for its next possession. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 27. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Yes, it's the first half, but we'll see if that stuff there on 3rd and 1 comes back to haunt him.
I hope you don't mind, but it's not going to stop me from putting a check mark next to this play. Let's look back as this game progresses and see if this is one of the key plays in the game, even though it occurred early.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On 1st down, Mahomes. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line.
Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. Herbert now. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A tough time to take the sack. Now it's 4th and goal, and that's a loss of 6.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal.
This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're on the board now. It's 15-3.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now here comes Kansas City.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Looking downfield for Kelsey.
And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. Flushed out right. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off for the first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mahomes now to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so, they're going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the lead is down to 9. It's 15-6.
Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you down 2 or less. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the gun, it's Mahomes.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Rolling to his right.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down. Now it's Mahomes again. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Flushed out right.
That is caught.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught by Rice. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Isaiah Pacheco
from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. And Johnston sent in motion. On third down, here's Dobbins.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right.
That one caught by Rice.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown! Noah Gray.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. It seemed like they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time the tight end gets them.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. Flushed out right. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The Chargers getting set to go. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Herbert on first down now.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's got a first down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On first down, it's Herbert. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Herbert back to the air.
Open man is Palmer.
A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And now they're in the hurry-up. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Herbert.
To the left side, he's got McConkey.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. A shotgun snap for Herbert. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Now on fourth down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They try to throw on fourth and goal from the 2, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Sliding out of the pocket. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. In his own end zone, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Charger drive about to get going. So this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.
Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take wild. Big balls, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. slow it.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, this is the National Football League.
Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Kansas City. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away.
They'll roll him out right.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. Now a 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. That is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll try and throw for it here. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean,
and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there. Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Now, remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A first carry now. This is Williams. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
They'll fake the jet sweep, but instead give up the middle to Williams. Nick Bolton there on the tackle. 2nd and 9. Nix to the air. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Williams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Williams.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up.
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Javonte Williams.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has, really. They come up here now, 1st down.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice.
And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now here's Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. After 7-0 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Oh, and that is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Mahomes.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Eluding the pressure right.
They'll check this one down to Pacheco.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up.
What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2.
Mahomes will throw for it.
And that's caught at the 2. And this play is not going to work. He stopped short of the goal line, and this will remain a 7-6 ball game.
So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought, if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run it again with Williams. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. But you could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now it's Nix.
And this one is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing...
Is this intercepted? It is! It's intercepted!
Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So they take a decent shot, CD, and the flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, a little DPI, as they like to call it in the business, right? And the farther you get downfield, the more frenetic things get, and the more calm and control you have to remain as a defender. That was a little bit of a slip there, and the penalty will go against him.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time it winds up incomplete.
Now, meanwhile,